Most people know the story of David and Goliath, but it's often misunderstood. It's not a story about courage alone, and it's not a story about sudden confidence or blind faith. It's a story about clarity. David was young, inexperienced, overlooked. Goliath was large, trained, intimidating, a problem no one wanted to face. For 40 days the army stood still. They saw the same giant every day. They heard the same threats, and they made the same decision, not to move. When David arrived, he didn't see what everyone else saw. Where others saw size, David saw limitation. Where others saw danger, David saw familiarity. He had faced lions. He had faced bears. He had faced difficulty long before anyone was watching. David said something subtle but important. The battle didn't begin that day. It began long before, in preparation, in repetition, in quiet responsibility. This is where the story becomes personal. Most of the giants in our lives are not external enemies. They are fear of failure, pressure to perform, comparison, overwhelm, responsibilities that feel heavier than we are. Like the soldiers, we often stand still, not because we can't move, but because the problem feels too large to confront directly. David didn't ignore the giant, but he also didn't inflate it. He didn't borrow someone else's armor. He didn't pretend to be someone he wasn't. He used what he had practiced with. This is the lesson. When you face something difficult, the question is not, am I ready for this? The real question is, what have I already been prepared for that I'm overlooking? Strength is rarely built in moments of crisis. It's built quietly, through consistency, discipline, and responsibility. David didn't win because he was fearless. He won because he was grounded. In daily life, this story reminds us that clarity often matters more than confidence. You don't need to become someone new to face what's in front of you. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need to wait until fear disappears. You need to trust what you've already built, even if it feels small. Giants shrink when they are seen clearly. Fear loses power when it's named. And progress begins when you stop waiting for the problem to disappear and start stepping forward with what you already have. The story of David and Goliath is not about defeating something enormous. It's about realizing that what feels overwhelming is often just unfamiliar, and unfamiliarity fades with action.